Hi everyone, this is Miss Piri and I'm the Design and Technology teacher. So in this lesson, I'll be teaching about the design process. I believe we've done it before. Those of us that did Design and Technology in grade 9, we've done the design process before. So this time around, we'll start the design process at senior level. It's a bit different from the one that we did at grade 9. So what are our learning objectives for today? So our learning objectives for today are, today we are learning what is the design process and the stages involved in the design process. Then at the end of this lesson, I want you to be able to explain the design process and explain the first two stages. And our key word here is design process. Now, what is the design process? What is a design process? For those of us that did it in grade 9, what is a design process? Think, what is a design process? Okay? So we're saying a design process is a step-by-step process of product design with series of activities at different design stages, which will help the artisan in producing a solution in form of a product to address an identified problem. Remember, in grade 9, we used to have the problem. Now this time around, we are going to see these stages, the series of activities that are taking place. And there's a word that is familiar between us, portfolio. Madam, the portfolio, the portfolio, the portfolio. But what is this portfolio? A design folio is a folder or where you keep all your design process work. It should be large enough to easily accommodate the largest paper that you have. There are different types of portfolios. It can be a simple file, a ring binder, a slide binder, or more decorated artist's portfolio with flips and typing tapes. Now, remember, a portfolio is a folder. So that thing we were making in grade 9, that is the portfolio. So in the portfolio, that's where we find the stages in the design process. Now, at grade 12, at senior level, the first thing that we are just given a theme. Remember, in grade 9, we were given a situation, but this time around, we are given a theme. So what is this theme? Okay, a theme is a topic or a word that can be analyzed. A theme should have a wide range of characteristics that can give a designer room to generate interest and consider what can be made without tracking off from the area of interest. Themes, huh? Now, what are some of the examples of these themes that we have? Can you give me one? I remember the one we had in grade 9. Good. Let's look at others. Some of the examples that we have here. Safety, literacy, recreation, storage, leisure, and household. We can talk of even others. We had communication that other year, and so on and so forth. So at senior level, we are first given a theme. Okay? Theme. Let's make that theme. So after we are given the theme, what's the next thing we're supposed to do? We need theme definitions. Now, what happens on the theme definition? We have to analyze. We have to define this theme. Firstly, we have to get the definition from different sources. And then at the end, you have to explain what you understand from that theme. So for example, for this lesson's sake, we are going to get our theme as leisure. So you have to define what leisure is with your definition included there. Okay? So we'll have a maximum of 4 definitions plus yours. Now, let's look at how these should be. They need to be referenced, okay? Now let's look at the next slide, which has got examples of how they're supposed to be. So here, definition number 1, okay? So we define what it is there, then we give a reference. The second one, the same, we define what leisure is and we give a reference. The third one, define leisure and give a reference. Then a working definition. The working definition is your definition, what you understand by leisure. And then as we give this, when giving the reference, we need to give the name of the author, the surname and the initial, the book title, year of publication, place of publication, and the publisher. I believe you've also done some part of this in English. in your English. Now, after you define the theme, the next stage is the general analysis. Okay, now what is this general analysis? When you complete the task of working on your definitions, you'll be expected to make a general analysis of the theme. Brainstorm the theme. Come up with a lot of ideas. This can be done by you as an individual or best in a group. Look at how many we are in class for the grade 11s. They can still come up with a group and try by all means to brainstorm what this is. And it can be done in form of bubble charts, flow charts, flames, spider webs, and other methods. That can be used as we are general analysis. So it's just general, okay? So this general analysis needs to state or give areas of concern in relation with a theme. Your general analysis can be done with the help of the following aspects. So you ask yourself, where is leisure taking place? Number 2, who is involved in this leisure? What is involved? When and why? Okay? Enhance your analysis with pay stubs. Remember what pay stubs are? And sketches. With colorful sketches, it looks attractive. And choose at least 2 areas of interest from the general analysis. Then let's look at what happens now. Let's look at what happens now on the general analysis. Okay, so this is an example of our general analysis. So this example is taken on safety. So for example, where is safety involved? It's involved in the kitchen, in the hospital, on the road, in the workshop. And who? Our mothers, mom at home, doctors and nurses, pupils and teachers, drivers. Let's look at the other one. Okay. What? To prevent workshop accidents, to prevent kitchen accidents, some administration of medicine, avoid road accidents. Then when cooking, when treating patients, during practical lessons, and when drinking. And then the last one, which is why? Why? To prevent workshop accidents, to prevent domestic accidents, to prevent medical errors, and to prevent road accidents. So this is on the general analysis. So after we do the general analysis, we pick one area that we want. So in this case, we've picked the home. Okay, now we are going into the details. So we've picked the home. So which places in the home? In the sitting room, in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the bathroom, in the yard. Now look at this. So here, after the detail, the first thing we've chosen is the home, isn't it? So after the home, we've gone for the bedroom. What happens in the bedroom? There is sleeping, isn't it? Sleeping where? The floor, there's a reed mat, the bed, studying. These are some of the activities that happen in the bedroom. So that's how our general analysis is supposed to be done. So we have looked at the design process. We've looked at it to say it's a stage with processes, activities that are supposed to be done from each stage. We've also looked at the portfolio, okay? So for you, I want you to get an A5 paper, book, that one, where I want you, the first thing that you should do, you should design for me a cover for your portfolio. How would your portfolio look at? And remember, the theme that I want you to look at is leisure. Are we together? Leisure. So if we look at leisure, then we indicate it on our first page to say leisure. From there, we define the theme. There we go to a general analysis. From the general analysis, we go to the detailed analysis. Then after that, this is a simple task that I would want you to do. Okay? Thank you very much and take care.